All right, time for Ask the Expert. Are you on track for a secure retirement or in danger of falling short?
Some new guidelines are designed to help savers stay on track throughout their careers. Our certified financial planner, Tony Drake from wealthwisconsin.com, joining us live. Okay, the question, how much should you have saved? And assuming you're going to retire, 67 is normal for most people?
Yeah, it's about the average. So some great new guidelines out by 30. We should have our annual salary saved, double that by 35. The ultimate goal is 10 times your annual salary by 67.
Okay, so how do we reach that goal?
Yeah, it's a little daunting, isn't it?
Yes.
For some of us, we can't quite get there, but it's about starting. You know, you want to make sure, we really recommend you sticking away about 10 to 15% of your annual salary if you can get there.
How do we get these goals? We've got these number figures we should be hitting as our mileposts. What do we do to make sure we get there?
A couple of different things we can do. First thing is what we call free money. So if you're participating in an employer-sponsored plan, make sure you're taking advantage of the match. About a third of the folks out there aren't even taking advantage of the match. That's free money you're never going to get back. So make sure you do that. If you can't quite get there, there's some things you can do to catch up. You want to make sure, start where you can, get that free match, and then add 1 or 2% a year.
Right.
Most of us, when we add that, aren't going to notice the difference. A couple other things you can do is build up your savings. You know, again, do that by adding a percent or two a year. Most of us aren't going to feel that on a budget, you know, over time, and you got to watch out for fees and 401ks as well.
Okay, how about those who are close to retirement, haven't reached the goals that you kind of put up on the screen? How can they get there and feel comfortable?
Some great catch-up contributions. So maybe we're going through life, we had the kids, couldn't quite stick away what we wanted. Once you're over 50, you can contribute an extra $6,000 into your employer-sponsored plan, or you can put an extra $1,000 into self-directed plans like IRAs or Roth. So great opportunity to catch up if you haven't quite got enough in at that point.
Talk about eliminating debt as you're kind of creeping up on this too. You don't want to retire and find yourself with $1,000 in credit card bills every month.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing I talk to my retirees about is income. Everybody's worried about income in retirement. If we can eliminate that debt, we don't have to take as much out of the nest egg, meaning the nest egg is going to last a lot longer.
That's one of the nice things about retirement. If you plan it correctly, you don't need as much money to live in retirement as you do when you're 35 years old and you're paying off the mortgage and 2 car notes and on the credit cards and student loans.
I think that's the biggest thing we're seeing. There's a big number out there when you say you have to have $1 million or more to retire.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. It depends on what your income needs are. Really a lot more income focused nowadays, so we really focus on that income. Eliminating the debt is a great way to build up your income.
All right. Tony Drake, wealthwisconsin.com. Good to see you again. Got a question for any of our experts? You can send an email to asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. The number is right there on your television screen.